Oblivion Part 13. In the last episode, after we'd done a quest, we went back to Carol and I finally have the option to buy a house. But this house will cost me 20,000 gold, unlike the house in Anvil, which costs 5,000 gold. It's a bit ridiculous, so I went onto the internet and I figured out a couple of things about houses. There are a couple of houses you can get by doing quests, and there are a couple of houses you can buy. Apparently here in Carol it's the one and last expensive house. Is that how you say that? Anyways, there is a place where is the most expensive house, and that is in Skingrad, which costs 25,000 bucks. So on and so on. I also figured out, by the way, there are 100 Oblivion gates. Some of them do not show up just yet, because there is apparently an Oblivion gate that will come out here, and it's not here just yet. Anyways, there is a house for sale here at the Imperial City, which will cost 2,000 bucks, and I do believe that I have, well, almost 2,000 bucks. So with other words, I would like to take a little look at that and then, yeah, see if I can buy the house.
Everybody needs a copy of the Black Horse Courier.
Oh, damn. Yeah, thank you, but not today. I guess I need to go this way. Oh, wanted. Wanted for theft and a lot of other stuff and things. Got a bit of a description. Right, close that up. Sure. I thought it would be here. No, not that one.
From the other parts of Tamriel.
Take it easy, guys. Take it easy.
Fresh game.
Yes.
If you're looking for soul gems, that's the place to go.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
There are a couple of houses around here. What about this one? The door to the shack for sale. Okay, so it's this tiny little shack out here, which maybe has a basement accessible via the inside. It has a crate with some stuff. Okay, so yeah, why not? Like, the whole thing here is I just want to drop some stuff so I can just then pick up anything I like and just sell it. Now my brother has gave me a tip that I should be grabbing a buttload of plants, and I know where I can get a lot. I'm not going to do that right now though. Okay, so the exact location should be, I think, this one. It sounds like Office of Imperial, so might be the one. And he also gave me a tip like, hey, you know, why aren't you going to the fighting arena? So we might need to do that. We can get some buck of that. Ah, my lady.
Hi there.
Hello.
Valencia Milicea, Office of Imperial Commerce. You got complaints? Of course you got complaints. Who doesn't?
Right. House.
Why? I mean, of course. All I have available right now is a hovel on the waterfront.
That will do. Well, wait, maybe we can... Yeah.
I agree, but someone will be foolish enough to buy it.
Right, so what I can do is persuading and then crank it up to something nice. For some reason I cannot get it higher than that. We can add some of this.
See? Was that hard? That works for me.
Yeah, let's try that again.
Why? I agree. Why?
You know what?
Really?
Yes.
Then you've just become a homeowner. Here is your house key.
Thank you.
Find it in the waterfront district. It's not much to look at. You may want to spruce it up a bit with some furnishings. I'd suggest talking to Sergius Verus at Three Brothers Trade Goods in the Market District.
Right, and that adds a quest. Okay, thank you.
Seeing you.
Hi, smoke is coming off of it. Someone here? Okay, now that I've arrived at my new house in the Imperial City, I may want to head over to this stuff to get some furniture. Well, it has a bed. All I need now is a chest. Alright, just a chest. At least I got a bed to sleep in. Alright, I'm just going to stop myself here and do a little bit of a voiceover for reasons because things got kind of messy and the recordings are way too long, and let me just explain you why. Now, first of all, I talked to this brother and I thought there should be a dialogue popping up, which he explained or asked me, hey, would you like to buy furniture? And then so on, I would get the instructions on how it works. I went inside and talked to the other brother, and this brother gave me a mission. Now, this mission, it's all about like another trader who sells his stuff so incredibly cheap that all of the other shops are basically receiving damage from it and getting lesser customers. So this brother actually asked me, hey, would you like to, figure out what's going on? If so, you need to talk to another person. So I went to the shop near doors. I talked to another person. This person actually explaining stuff and that I need to figure out what is going on. And this is basically where the trouble is actually starting. So I went to this guy's store. I talked with him. He didn't want to tell me anything. And then the game just basically suggested me, maybe I should wait until he closes his shop and then following him around. And oh boy, this following around, it's a lot of O's apples. So I followed this guy all over the freaking town to the other side, and then in that building I thought this was the place where, something shady was going on. Apparently it's not. It's just a meeting area for NPCs to do their stuff, which NPCs do, and then they return to their house or whatever. So I followed this guy all over the freaking town again to then discover that the meeting point was behind this shop where the shady trading was going on. Now the first thing that I thought, just trying to sneak up to them and just, kind of hide here and there. And I kind of noticed that whatever I did, nothing was working out. How close I came, even up to the face, nothing was triggering. I even went around to the other side of the building, approached it from there, nothing happening. Then I thought, maybe some hour needs to be passed through. I even came back to check out the area. Maybe there was like a ladder around. I did found like a tree stump, which apparently nothing is in there. And then I just did the whole story all over again. I waited for the after hours, and then I followed this guy to the restaurant. He was eating there. 2 hours later he left, once again to the spot behind his shop. I did all the same stuff again, and then I just talked to both of these guys, and then as the moment I wanted to walk away, this happened.
Shh! Not so loud.
This doesn't make any sense.
How many times have I told you that?
Sorry. I'm not used to this kind of meeting. It always makes me nervous.
Well, just shut up and listen to me. The next shipment will be sooner than I expected. Just have the money ready.
Same assortment of things? I mean, I have enough clothing for now.
You take what I get. I get notice at the last second, and I have to jump on it. No time to be picky about it.
Well, that society is putting more pressure on me. So maybe we better cut back for a while.
You cut back now, and I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Or maybe pay a visit to that Jensine and tell her about your little scheme.
Fine. You made your point. Contact me when you have the items, and we'll meet again.
Don't worry. It'll be very soon. Now get out of here.
Yeah, this is weird. I got stuck. They were acting like, oh, nobody was in the area. And apparently, I just searched this up on YouTube, and I'm apparently not the only one. And I just wish that the developers, would have changed this, because apparently this is also a thing that happened with the old Oblivion, or, better say the first Oblivion, is that the trigger zone is not very placed correctly. They should have just put the trigger zone when you come close to the garden or trying to hide behind the bush or behind the wall, and then it should trigger the activity of them talking with each other. Yeah, but in the end, I need to follow this guy all the way to his house, and that is where more trouble started. Because as long as this dude is in his house, you cannot even enter his house. So you have to wait and wait, play the time, wait. It's insane. And then finally, I got to a moment where I could get into his house. And it's a 3 locked door, and upstairs 1 locked door, and the basement is a 3 locked door. I tried to search for a key. And then when I got out of his room upstairs, I noticed that the guy was in his house. So yeah, I managed to sneak out, and then I went to that spot, and you know, I was getting very frustrated. It really felt like this is actually the very first quest that failed so badly that it feels like a 2000 games. While anything else in this game so far has been absolutely perfect. I love it. And I actually explained this to Salix, and Salix has been playing this game way back in the days, and he actually recognized what I was saying. And then in the end, you know, who could have known? This guy is only home at or not at home at certain times, and that, you know, he recommended me to take a look at Wiki. And so, indeed, on Wiki, the thing is, I try to not use Wiki because I want to figure stuff out myself. And basically, the only one other time that I use Wiki was for the painting that got stolen because I was missing another clue. But anyways, I am reading now this Wiki, and indeed on Lord Does and Sun Does, or whether to say the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, he's out from 8 until 8, alright? Then from Monday to Thursday, he leaves the house at 4 and returns at 8. And then on Friday, he leaves at 5 for 2 hours. So it's really a mixed up kind of time, and I'm gonna figure out right now what to do next. And this should be it. We got like at least 4 to 8, we at least have 3.5 hours left. Yeah, there he goes. You get out of here, dude. Again. I think I figured it out finally what to do. I'm just holding the W button and then trying to aim it out. Well, we already been upstairs, so the one only place here is this one. Easy peasy right now. Okay, finally we can just continue this quest. To be careful. Okay, I have found my way into the basement. This place consists of an odd assortment of clothing and trinkets. Trinkets? Yeah. Okay, most disturbing is the dirty shovel and Mutt's boots. Tuck it into the corner and the bits on the ground. Bone meal, strange out. I suspect Agamir's stocky cells is taken from a recently dead. Oh boy, he's a grave robber. I should continue to search carefully for more solid evidence. Okay. Here, look. Okay, I found a manifest that seemed to detail names of recent deceased, what they were buried with, okay, and the locations in Cyrodiil. I should take this. Take it and confront, as he may not realize where it... Okay. Well... No, I'm not going to do the same. Let's take it. Alright. Bro. I got evidence.
Hello again. Welcome back. I can't believe what I'm seeing in this book. I'm mortified. To think these things here were once on the bodies of the recently deceased. It's just too horrible to comprehend. I don't even know what to say. I guess an apology is not enough. What can I do?
That's a good question. Help me catch him.
Yes, that's the least I can do. First and foremost, I will never meet with him again. I can promise you that. Secondly, I remember him mentioning a place he had to be this very day.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. He said that he wouldn't be able to do anything else as he had something important to do. You don't think he would dig up another... Oh, no, he wouldn't. But I guess he has been. Oh, my. What have I done? Yes, you do that. And in the meantime, I'll decide what to do with all of these ill-gotten things. I'm so sorry.
You know, you're forgiven. You just thought, you know, hey, I can get stuff cheap and then make a better deal.
I hope everyone can forgive me for not doing a better job checking up on my sources.
Okay, I mistake. I've noticed that the door to has been unsealed. This must be yes. I've located Agamir inside. It appears though he is attempting to another grave with someone else. To convince them to stop this act.
I had a feeling you'd catch on sooner or later. That's why I had this trap prepared for you. If you'll notice, The grave is already dug. This time, it wasn't to take something away from the graveyard. It was to add something. I'm afraid all I can offer you is an unmarked grave. Ha-ha!
Okay. Bring it on then. Stop this nonsense. Well, he's dead now. Is the penalty for the grave robbing is dead? Yeah, it somehow seems as though justice has been done. I should search the gravesite for anything potential incriminating. Right. Little jump. Alright, dude. His house key. Thank you so much. I could have just mausoleum key, right? I got some gold. Anything else you can shove it up your butt. What is this? Pewter pot. Right. Okay, you are Roll Carol. Yeah. Wow, look at this armor. 6 and 3. And what about me? Yeah, it's just a 3. But you know, I feel fine with what I'm carrying, so, or wearing, better to say. We could sell that, and speaking about selling, we can sell all of that stuff. Doesn't even have an activation. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Holy moly, that was a lot of bucks though. Okay, well, I need to do this. It's an evidence piece. Okay, and it was also saying, I'm just reading wiki now because I had enough of this. Agamir carries a leveled unique enchanted sword, the Basher, with strange willpower and endurance hidden behind the grave of Caliban. Not sure what that all means, but Caliban. Oh, look at that. That is a pretty freaking neat. Can I carry that with a shield? Yes, okay, that's cool.
You able to stop Agarmir? Then we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his. I have come to some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the society. I realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward. It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business.
Thank you. I like the echo in your voice.
I have been anxiously awaiting your return. The very thought of what Agarmir was doing sickens me. I hope those poor souls rest in peace now that this is over. Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited, and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agarmir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices. Last but not least, he's officially joined the society. I am taken aback by his honest intentions. In return, the society has decided not to press charges. His name will be absconded from the records of this crime. Now, I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward. The society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold. Many thanks on behalf of all of us.
Thank you so much, lady. Thank you so much. Can I try it again? Yo.
Yes?
Yes. So here
Have a look around. You
is
will
a
find
pan.
better prices in all Tamriel.
Yes, where is all the stuff that I need? And I think I need this, which is 732. Okay, I already see that it has been added. Now here's my question. Is this the same that is going to need to happen to the house of 20,000 gold? I'm gonna take it already has an interior. Wait. hold on. You know, this game is weird sometimes. This game is weird sometimes. I'm like, but where's the option to put something in there? So apparently you need to put on search to add items. Huh? But wait. I have arrived at my new house in Imperial City. I may want to head to the butters and trade goods to secure furnishing for it. But I already did. The quest never completed. Alright, if this is not gonna do it, I'm gonna be angry, and then I also know what I want to do for the next episode.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
As long as you keep your pants on. But do I really need to buy everything, or what is the whole point here? I cannot even buy anything else. Hanging, sitting, kitchen, dining, like what do you want? This whole quest has been crap since I'm in Imperial City. Secure some furniture for it. What does it even mean? Why is this game so unclear?
Let's do business.
The hell you want, man? I don't have enough gold.
Thank you for your business.
You know, I had enough. This is it. I am pissed off. Shh! Don't make me. I had enough of this stupid house quest and furniture crap and trader that wanders all over the city. I know what I'm going to do in the next episode, because I need to fight off some steam. Yes, it is here. So I'm gonna save it out here because, you know, first of all I need to have I want to make a crap ton of money, hopefully, and I need to blow up some steam, so it's gonna be exciting to see in the next episode.